Hi everyone, Amanda Saladin here from Love Life Yarn, and today we're going to be making this easy ombre chevron crochet blanket. This is a wonderful yarn from We Crochet that is an ombre yarn. So the ombre did all the work for you. If you want to use an ombre yarn like this one, what we did was we started with the darker teal this end. It started out white. And then when we got to the end, instead of starting over with the white end, we started with the darker teal so that it had a longer ombre portion in it. So that's what I would recommend if you're doing an ombre. This can also, of course, be made in a single color or stripes or anything you like. So super easy repeat. You do a foundation row and then it's a 2-row repeat. Guys, it's only single crochet and chains. So even beginners can make this pattern, and I'm going to walk you through step by step. Are you ready? Let's get started. Materials you'll need for our project are 3 skeins of Wonder Fluff ombre yarn. It's a bulky weight. I used the turquoise heather, and you can see that each one had 284 yards to 100 grams. So I used 3 of these. So you can see that is shy of 900 yards for this blanket right here. And this one is hand washed. So if I was making a baby blanket, I might choose one that's a little bit easier to care for because it's baby alpaca, nylon, and wool. But it is a wonderful blanket. I've had mine on my blanket ladder in my living room, and I love the colors of this yarn. So you'll need 3 skeins of that. This is what the yarn looks like when it's not worked up. So it's got like a chain mesh and it's really, really soft. And you'll also need a size L. This is an 8mm crochet hook. So any size L will work for this pattern. Go ahead and make a starting chain of 130. That's the size of the blanket that I made. Or you can do any multiple of 16 stitches plus 2. So I'm doing a shorter chain here and a different yarn just to show you the blanket itself and the easy repeat. It's just a 2-row, there's 1 row to set up and then 1 row repeat. So this is a super easy pattern, guys. Beginners can make this. It's not hard at all. Our first step is to work 2 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. I like to work in my back bumps, so 1, 2, you insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2, and that is 1 single crochet made. Now we're working 2 in the same, so go ahead and do the same thing again. Yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So 2 single crochet in that very first stitch. And now we are going to single crochet in the next 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have the 2 here at the end and 7 more. Yarn is bunching up. There we go. And now you're going to skip the next chain. So skip this one right here and single crochet 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, I love when that happens. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have kind of our little valley here, our peak, and then we're going to work 3 single crochet in the next chain. So this will be like at the top of our peak. So right here in the next one, you'll work 3. And then that's going to be our repeat. So you'll work 7, skip 1, single crochet 7 more, do the 3 single crochet, and then start over. Single crochet 7, skip 1 chain, single crochet 7, single crochet 3 in the same chain. And this is going to give you your little peaks and valleys for our beginning chevron. When you get to the very end, this is a space you're supposed to work 3 single crochet into this chain, and you'll just work 2 to match the other end. So do not work 3 into the very end, just 2, and you'll have your pattern started. It's gonna look a little weird at first, don't worry, but you'll see pretty soon this will be more of a zigzag. Okay, so we're ready to start row 2. Okay, our next 2 rows are going to feel very familiar because we're always going to start with 2 single crochet in the very first stitch, and then we're going to work 7 and so on, the same as before. The difference is for row 2, we're going to work in the front loops only. Now typically, do you see this little V right here? That is your stitch, and typically you work under both. For our pattern, we're going to be working in the front or the back loop only. So this row is the front loop, so you'll split your stitch like this, and you're working 2 single crochet here, and then 7 in the front loops only. So you'll just work down these 7. And you're going to skip 2 single crochet down here. So skip, skip, and now single crochet 7. Now when you get up here to the top, this will be the peak of your chevron right here. And again, you're going to work those 3 single crochet. And again, we're only working in the front loops only. So that will repeat to work in the front loops, single crochet 7, skip 2 single crochet, single crochet 7, work 3 single crochet at the top, and we'll work this very last stitch here at the end. We'll also just get 2 single crochets as before. All right, so you should definitely be seeing the peaks and valleys. I know obviously a full blanket is longer than this, but this is what it should start to look like. And we're going to repeat the same thing for row 3, only in the back loop only. So chain 1, always chain 1 at the end, if I mentioned that before, and you're going to work the 2 in the back. So you see how now I'm splitting into the middle of a stitch and getting just that back loop. And then you'll single crochet 7. So remember, 7 is your number here. You're going to always single crochet 7. All right, so when you get to 7, you'll skip the next 2, just like we did before, and work 7 more, and then you'll work your 3 into the top of your peak. So for every valley, skip 2. For every peak, single crochet 3. You'll work 1 row front loop only, 1 row back loop only, and that gives us this texture that you can see right here and that we have in our blanket pattern. So let me grab my blanket again. It gives us these almost like ridges right here because we are doing front row or front loop only, back loop only, front loop only, and you can see our skipped stitches give a little bit of a space there when we skip 2, and that's okay. A little bit of air, and then our 3 single crochet in the same stitch gives us this. So it's always 2 single crochet at the end, single crochet 7 to get you down to the bottom, skip 2 single crochet 7, 3 single crochet at the peak, and repeat 7, skip 2, 7, single crochet 3, and then go back and forth like that. When you get to the end, it's always 2 single crochet at the end, and it's a super, super easy repeat. This blanket was a lot of fun to design, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So guys, there are more than 200 patterns in Love Life Yarn, and you can find tons of other blanket patterns, so go check us out.